Hey guys, welcome to a new episode. Let me know in the comments if you like this format, because instead of making 3 separate episodes, I put everything into one video that you'll see today.
And to start off, I'll show you how we rebuilt the beater and took it to the dyno, and we'll find out if this new engine is more powerful than the previous one.
Next, I'll show you the DTS that we managed to win just very briefly. And finally, we're heading to the newly established Wet Drift Series League at the most modern track in Poland, Silesia Ring. So what's up guys, let's get started. Ha! Listen, we're starting the rebuild, the revival of our beater. We know ourselves that we need to swap the engine for a new one. It was recently in good condition. The car looks like this after 2 trips. So it's starting to look terrible. We tried to start the car and it starts and runs. It's already a 5-cylinder. Hey, it runs normally. Hey, I could have gone to the competition. In general, we also plan a few different modifications when it comes to electronics, but that's for later. And Tomasz has already removed the lower oil pan, the upper cover, a bit of the timing, and we're getting down to assessing the technical condition of the new engine. Where is Tomasz?
He's taking a dump at home.
And why at home?
That I can't say, because I don't know.
So we crap in a container and the young master craps at home. Let's wait for Tomek and check the technical condition. Gruby also called. He got the tribute, right?
We got the gift. We got the gift.
So big thanks, listen, to the company SPT Moto Team, which deals with selling...
Production. The guy produces. Yes, he produces. He sells and makes his own Vanos repair kits for M50, M52, and M54 engines.
We warmly invite you to check out his profile. Big thanks, buddy. He's fat. Are you done?
Yes. It was nice. It was good.
Not like when I got you that kebab for 5 million something the other day.
Yeah, with Karolinka. That was Karolinka the killer.
His, I won't say what, exploded.
All right, let's go and you'll tell me the condition of the engine.
It sucks. What did you freeze for me, Mr. Diso? Oh, you messed up the whole setup. You messed up the timing setup. It looks the way it looks.
So it's in much worse condition, right?
Yes, the engine is like our previous one. It's in worse condition or much worse. Generally, man, everything is nice, cool, looks good, but just the bearings are in much worse condition.
Should we use the original dealership bearings or the reinforced ones?
I think I would go with the dealership ones.
I prefer soft bearings because they're meant to wear out instead of the crankshaft. If they're too hard, the bearings won't need replacing, but the crankshaft could. We're prepping the engine, then we'll swap it when it's ready, right?
Right. We'll move the timing gear from that engine to this one. Since this gear isn't worth saving, you can tell without disassembly.
And the VAN-OS regeneration.
VAN-OS regeneration, that's right. And
Let's take a look at this timing system.
watch out! I told you there's no slack.
How come?
Well, there should be a slide like that, but there isn't.
How can there not be a slide?
Well, everything is a bit here, a bit there.
And here are the elements that were in the bowl.
Yes, in the bow, in the dragon.
I wonder how long it was running like that without one slide. But it's worn out. I mean, it's not really worn out.
But what does that mean? That this is an unnecessary part, Ben?
That's not a good sign. I hope the engine is okay, but what really matters are the cylinders, head camshafts, and related parts. Everything will be replaced now, including bearings and timing. All right, it's the next day. I arrived and look what I saw in the parking lot. The guys were working on the old engine last night.
They pulled it out.
But I'm really curious how that engine looks and the places where the crank and those parts fell out. We'll go check it out in a moment. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Old engine. Oh, look at that hole.
With an inspection window.
But on both sides.
Yes, Doc.
Let's see what's inside the dragon. Like a puzzle. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, did that much really pile up? Yeah, there's quite a bit of it, see?
But there are puzzles here. And the clutch?
I think it's okay. And it'll work, because it's in the collar.
We're leaving in 2 days, Wednesday. I'll check the compote. I see some exhaust pipes. I see some engine that's not our engine, and I see Psamek.
Hey!
The engine arrived. Are manifolds installed?
Installed.
Perfect. I see some metal shavings. Does that mean there was grinding?
There was some grinding.
Grinding what? Hey, Tomasz?
Had to grind the gearbox slightly for exhaust clearance.
Listen, I see some nice exhausts here because the middle muffler is very important for generating power. Will it be there?
It will be.
We'll need to take it to the dyno.
This is the final exhaust system.
So are we going like this?
There it is, the filler is on, so we can stick it on a drop, just like that. It will stick and there won't be a trace.
Przemek, what's happening? We worked on the wiring harness for the MS-45, and now there's an upgrade to the MS-43.
Yes, and which ones here were for locking the throttle so that braking wouldn't close it? Because we pulled that engine out in 40 minutes, so I didn't mark them, but most of them match up here.
As if they landed on the body.
Did Paul Khodoretsky's computer arrive? It's due today. Can we start it today? Yes.
What's next? Please remember to measure how much power the pump uses. Because I was arguing with someone in the comments about that, about the fuse, because in the comments he claimed it draws 60 amps at idle. I bet it's 15.
See, dude, you really motivated Przemek, and we'll measure it.
The pump is running at low speed without load, as you can hear. The rectifier is connected to the system. The ignition is off. The battery is disconnected, so the rectifier shows us the total current it's charging. And at 13.55, there you go, we're oscillating around 7A. We'll also see how it is under some load on the floor and when it's blocked, but that's 7A, not 60. You say that?
The commenter was arguing with you, right?
That it uses a lot, and that it's just under 60. I think I have a 40 amp fuse for that at my place, and it's never blown. I'm watching the rectifier there as I...
Ah, to block it.
$23.
Because now we even heard that he jumped in.
That's when the wheels are locked.
Maximum load 23A.
It's not such a heavy load, so with stock 120A alternators, it's really not that much of a problem. Even looking at the kind of wires Opel uses for this, they're really not that thick.
So as you can see, you can ask questions. Przemek will argue with you in the comments, and we'll also do these kinds of experiments just for you so we can all be richer in knowledge together.
Knowledge without numbers is just an opinion.
But those pipes are glowing, aren't they? There's a special angle tip here, so we can arrange it however we want and adjust the rest of the exhaust to fit the body. And here we're making the connection. The middle muffler was here. And what was all that mess here?
You know, we had a small oil leak, but that was back in Toren.
Oh, right!
Here, this uniball is lubricated.
Tomasz is doing the exhaust well here. And here we have another exhaust joint, and here I see that we have a very nice shaped connector made. And the exhaust. I wonder how it will sound now, but I think it'll be quieter since there will be an extra muffler, the middle one. And the old one was already broken and delaminated.
But here, a little exhaust porting has also been done. Porting? Yes, some porting was done to fit them since both the exhaust port and gasket are shaped that way, so ovals were made. Fit, so that it all comes together smoothly.
That's interesting, since the manifold was replaced too, so we'll see how it sounds.
Maybe we'll find out today. And there it is. The guys have installed it. Look, here's a nice cutout. Here's another nice cutout. And two massive exhaust pipes at the back. This is gonna sound awesome. Ha, listen, I see the controller here. I see Tomasz here. I see Przemek, the big guy. And what are we doing? We're bleeding the cooling system a bit and filling the engine with oil, right?
That's right.
So go ahead, Tani, but I'm curious how it will go.
Watch out for the cranks.
We have a spinner. We have a spinner?
We have a spinner!
The ignition is misfiring a bit.
Collected coil.
Collected coils? Do spark plugs need to settle?
Yes, the spark plugs need to settle in.
But it responds to the gas.
Yep. Better than the ME45?
I just grazed it.
That's awesome.
Oh, I just grazed it.
I just pulled it. Oh, what's going on?
And show the response. There's already a big difference, right?
There's a difference.
Now you can control the gas. Listen, we're just about to leave. The computer guys arrived, the ones with tablets, displays, plasmas, etc. Hey!
Hey!
You have an insanely hard name to pronounce and remember. What is it?
Reader.
We'll remove the 7-inch display that works with the MS-43, and after assembling everything, we have one that lets us keep the factory gauges.
We have the gauges here and your enclosed display now.
Display.
Integrated with the front, and we simply put it on the removed gauges without the glass. You put the whole thing on, and it's a module to insert.
Here it is, and we insert it underneath.
Factory mounts, factory screws are installed, so factory mounts are used. The factory computer is used, the factory gauges are used.
A reinforced bash bar has also been installed. The front tow hook has been changed from a rigid one to a soft one, and a soft tow hook has also been installed at the rear.
All right, my friends, it's time to pour in the powerful oil from Kuwait, Q8 Formula F1. Q8, the best oil. So, gentlemen, will I spill it or not?
Of course I will.
Gold from Kuwait is pouring out. Hey, what happened here? Pixar? My friend once had something like that put on his hand back in middle school. Listen, the moment has come. We're going to the dyno. I'm super curious how much power this car will put out. We're going to Roba.
Hey, what did you come with this time?
Alright, listen up. We're strapping the car down and doing the first run, and I'm super curious to see how much it makes, because stock it was 230 and that engine had 220, because stock it was 230 and that engine had 220. Alright, my friends, listen, it came out to 232.6 horsepower and 320 Nm, and Rob just overlaid the graphs that you can see here.
The one who gave up the old one?
What do you think, Robert?
The increase at the bottom is huge. At the peak it's 40 Nm, but in this range there's a 60 to 70 Nm gap, which is massive.
In the lower ranges.
In the lower ranges, the top isn't as expected. We thought it'd be better, but it looks like someone filled it with 9.5 by mistake, right?
Janusz!
Damn.
You can see the ignition rises to 5,000 where the curve continues before pulling back. NOx sensors likely detect an issue, causing the ignition to be retarded as a result. It will be better to start
by checking it on good fuel first. You can probably still gain a bit at the top. However, the bottom end is already, I think, beautiful. There's nothing to...
Listen, we'll fill it up with 9.8 and see if there's any difference just from the fuel alone.
I'm curious myself.
So, Robert, thanks a lot. I recommend autoholocy, and let's go get the fuel. Alright, guys, quick action. Because the two of us measured 9.5, we need to pump it out.
Flood it to 9.8, and they'll squeeze us in after 4 post-meridium.
I've got water on the stove later.
I've got the iron, Ragazio.
Alright, how much power?
232, but at peak we've got 40 Nm more, 320A in the lower ranges, 60A. We'll see what happens when we change the fuel. You can tell it was used for transport, but it had a drink. What body parts did you buy yesterday?
We've got a mask. Yeah, we've got it. We've got a nice new deck chair. We've got fenders. We've got complete doors. This part will be hammered out.
This will be hammered out, so after Koszalin...
Of course, we've got the lights.
Beautiful. Lexus looks sexy style.
Hey look, everything's in color.
Later is not beaten.
Do we have a rear bumper?
We do, just not in the right color. But there's a guy driving a DTS who has a bumper in our color, and I think we have a bumper in his color.
So we'll swap.
I'll tell you this, let me know in the comments if you want to see an episode about reviving our pistachio after the whole season. Alright, we're going back to the dyno now. Let's see. So, Robert, do you think anything will change or not?
I think so. If it starts, yes.
We'll see in a second. Well, my friends, nothing has changed when it comes to power, but when it comes to ignition, it has changed a lot.
Now, at similar revolutions per minute, we have 6 degrees more, 6 degrees.
So the ignition has improved, which means the fuel really was poor quality. Unfortunately, the power hasn't changed, which means the engine is in bad condition. Also, unfortunately, it's smoking a bit blue.
The driver is a woman, not the engine.
Robert wanted to show off his Lexus. Give it some gas. That's it. All right, my friends. Thanks, Robert. Take care. That's right.
And Jack? Did it reach 240?
Zappen improved. He went from 19 to 24 correctly at 6,700, the same amount of power. That only shows that our engine is in very poor condition. No!
No, it's not about poor condition.
We need to push it to the limit.
Well, we need to burn it out in Kosalin, and when the season ends, we can just take it apart again. All right, yeah. And the first stage is behind us. Let me know in the comments what you think is wrong with this engine, what we need to fix to get even more power, even though we've already achieved a big increase compared to the previous engine. And now I invite you to the winning round of DTS. Let's go. Wow, we're at the track in Toruń. Look, check out how nice these cars are, because soon they won't be nice cars anymore. Right, Magda?
Nice is a pejorative term.
We're going to model them. Hey!
Jesus, but what's so appealing?
Cameras right away!
They didn't wake us up at this hour.
We're going to register.
That's right, and we will keep driving.
So let's go. It was good. Now you're seeing footage from Madzia because she was recording while riding with me. How did it look?
It was great. I'll tell you what I think. Tassiem is my spotter and coach today. I think he loosened his pants a bit too much, and he's more concerned about my performance here than his own. He still pulled up too close, but the best part is we're laughing about it. It's nice.
All right, I have a good service. Madzia also has a great service. Greetings to Jaracek. So really, and greetings to Bojka service. Look how eager they are for bumpers. Look, the bumper is already pulled off.
Oh, not just the bumper, my dear.
Not just the bumper, the rod broke off too. That's nothing.
What the hell happened here?
So let's see what the guys are doing, and let's go.
Whoa, I didn't record anything, but a lot happened throughout the day. We only changed the differential, which we borrowed from Bart. Big thanks, Bart. But the differential didn't have the spider gears, so we had to borrow those from someone else. Overall, everything fit nicely. The new road is perfect. Check out the Polish fire department.
Use your hand's strength, not a hammer, sir. What are these buttons?
From the fire pump.
How many liters per hour will flow out?
3,200.
3,200 liters per hour. Per minute. And it won't tip over to the side when they start with that pressure? Hey, give it some pressure! Give me the ring! Come on, you're spamming here.
Przemo.
Ha ha, firefighter.
I guess you worked in the volunteer fire department.
The website is already awesome. Bojka servis Karspa out.
My friends, it's morning and we're getting ready, hoping the car runs well today with no issues so we can finally compete. This round, I'm also coaching my new proteges, Magda and Darek, a great couple. They've drifted for years in a lower group, and after just 2 days of training, Magda did great on her first run. In this group, they do 3 solo qualifying runs and take the average, not driving in pairs.
In the first run, Magda scored 75, and if she had repeated that 2 more times, she would have been on the podium. Unfortunately, there were some mistakes in the next 2 runs, but I'm still really proud of you, Magda, because you're driving much more smoothly now. We're completely changing what you've always learned in drifting. Now we're using my style. which means we control everything only with the throttle. And listen, we did it! Congrats, Derek, 4th place, and here the top 4 make it to the podium. Congrats, I'm really excited, and now I'm about to start my tandem runs. Let's go.
I invite Łukasz Kaszemski to the podium to join the winners of the fighters class.
Boom! Listen, I finally managed to win. It was hard fought. This victory, so many rounds, so many stories, as you saw yourselves in all those episodes. Huge thanks to Boyki Service for getting us here, because we made it thanks to my powerful new partner, Kuwait Oils, for the lubrication that made the car run just right. Of course, the guys put together a beast of an engine. Big thanks to my main partner for this whole winter round, DTS, which is Tagreb, who was the main partner for this round. And we won a powerful tool cart. Huge thanks, because now my whole van is fully equipped and the guys have everything they need to work. So once again, huge thanks. Finally, I managed to win something, and I hope this isn't the last victory this season. And now the third and final segment of this episode, and I'm taking you to the super cool Silesia ring track.
For an exciting round of the Wet Drift series.
Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm at the start of my big epic journey. I'm near Gdansk on the ring road. I've filled up the car. Oh, by the way, if you're curious how much my Eltush consumes, well, fully loaded like this, it's about 13 liters. Hello from the first breakdown of this trip. Hopefully the last. I think my battery is acting up. Terminals are connected. Next, we'll hook up the battery. I could use its power, but don't feel like removing it. All right, I'll go pay first and then look for another victim. Excuse me, could you lend me some power?
For this?
No.
All right, I'll lend it.
It broke, so it broke. We'll see. Oh, may God reward you, sir. The car is started. I met a really cool dude, so lots of positive energy. If you're watching this, man, shout out to you and thank you so much. And now I'm hitting the road. Listen, that drifting wore me out so much that I don't have any money left in my account. I mean, I do, but I don't have 66 Lottie to leave. My wife isn't answering. Should I call Kickster? Will he send me a blick transfer? This guy here is joking around because he recognizes me, but he's not picking up. Hello? Listen, can you send me a blick transfer for the gates? I can't leave.
Why?
Because I don't have that much money. For now. Okay, it's done. We're paying. We're marking it. Starry sent the money. Starry is generous. Shame, shame. And the worst part is the guy doesn't even watch me. But you know what? I'll show you too. They're really going to make fun of me. Hey.
Hey. Damn, that hit hard. Where's my new sponsor?
Phones.
Look, let me introduce my new sponsor, the Wet Drift Series League.
What kind of phone did you have? What did it mean? Is this a prank recording?
No, I just recorded how the mighty boss took pity on the poor guy.
I said I'd send it to him, so I can say you lost your mind, and then he'll record it, and you'll get in trouble.
No, but you see, you caught me when I was down. He helped me out. Thank you very much.
Don't thank me. Just give it back, damn it.
Oh shit, now you're the sponsor of my new league, the Wedbridge Series, which I'm going to...
Well, you can see, a big holding. Lots of companies, always on the phone. It's hard to even get 5 minutes to talk, so we won't bother him. And not only did he support us with 70 zlotys, but also after...
I sent you 100.
100 what?
I sent you 100.
It's already charging me.
And he's also lending me a GoPro camera. What an amazing guy. Alright, I hope to see you in Watch. Listen, I'm walking up the stairs. I'm struggling and panting because I need to get into sports, and this guy here says he'll take care of me a bit. Good morning. Hey, Madzia. This is my new trainee. Madzia, how long have we worked together?
For 5 months, but with a 2-month break, so it's the 3rd month of training.
Listen, we're right before the WDS competition I mentioned. Madzia competes Saturday and I compete Sunday. And right now we are on the simulator which I set up for Madzia because we have a route that will be on the course this weekend, which I also don't know. This way we'll both get familiar with this route.
And it might get a bit loud because we're entering a place where a session is going on.
They have a lot of floors in this office. All right, listen, we're downloading the route and soon we'll see what it looks like. And once we're there, we'll compare it with the virtual version and I'll tell you how the real thing compares to the virtual one. Let's go.
If you want to know how Tassiem is doing, I'll tell you that out of 6 attempts, he hasn't made it through even once, so the route is pretty ambitious.
See for yourselves.
I actually made it, got the camera, got motivated, but I'll tell you this route looks pretty intense, doesn't it? All right, my friends, I think this is the start. We're beginning 2nd gear, starting to initiate by those tires. We've got the first zone, here's the transition, then the 2nd braking zone. This is the toughest part of the route.
We've got the 3rd, quite a long zone here, which went really nicely.
The 4th one, an inner clip at the front, and the last long zone. It's a cool track layout, to be honest. I'm curious to see how it will be in real life.
And now let's see how the drift champion does.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Magda Malachinska's first simulator run. First run, we definitely haven't already spent half an hour here. We start the initiation with the gas. Madzia is probably already asleep, so you hear my words. Use the gas, not the steering wheel. The gas, faster, faster. Swing it with the gas, 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 gas. Yes, throw it over, and we're putting it in, and off we go. Yes, that's it. Pump it with the gas. Yes, that's it. And here we go with the FIG transition, and the last section, faster on the gas, foot down, and unfortunately it pulled us inside. But Madzia, seriously, isn't it great? The simulator helps us get to know the route and what to expect.
Yes, especially if you'd like to be prepared, because then you can focus on training instead of figuring out what's going on and what you should do.
Yeah, like what the route even looks like, where I'm supposed to go.
And my friends, we were supposed to go to the bowl, but since these are just short training sessions, now we're moving over to this phone and you'll see how I did last time.
The Eagle has landed.
Ouch! Hey, I couldn't get any sleep because of that idiot. He was barking so much that I had to go and get another room. Only then did I fall asleep. So, with that beautiful note, we welcome you on this Saturday. Breakfast, and then we're heading to the track. Wow! Listen, I officially welcome you from the most modern track in Poland, which is Silesia Ring. It's my first time at this track, and honestly, it smells like motorsport. And it smells of a subtle professionalism that's missing in our onion land. I'll be honest with you, the track where we'll be competing today, and Magda looks really great. Listen, nice sprinklers, so the surface will be evenly watered. There won't be any dry patches. The surface is much grippier than in Torrent, likely because there's no rubber, as far as I can tell. So for sure, we're going up with the pressure, probably around 3 bars, and we'll see how the gear ratios look, because the track seems very difficult. It's really similar to what it was like at SEMA, so it's good that we did a training session yesterday. But the first section of the track, where there's a long straight, will be a challenge to get through and then brake. We'll see how it looks after the first practice. Kazia, do you want paintless dent repair training? Do you want training from our hammer guy? Give it to strong arm. Show up there.
Yes.
Just just one more shot here, please, and it'll be perfect.
One more shot.
Here, like this?
No, the training was free today. In a moment, the second one will come here. This one will cost you. You pay me directly. There's a good effect. There's still more.
Here you have to do it once, but with force. It worked out. Strong hand, there's gas, there are savings. Thanks, guys. Take care. If anything, I'll call again. That's how Saturday ends. The cars are already on the tow truck we're going to drive her Manzi. Today she got a serious beating. Very good, so she doesn't get too cocky. We still have some work ahead of us. Arius won one pair. Magdalena took third place.
I'm sorry, I don't know you. I'm sorry, I don't talk to other people. I'm sorry.
Yes, I don't talk.
Overall, it was great because at the very end, after the training, after the championships, you could still ride a bit, and I managed to complete the course. If you count bouncing off the barrier and not spinning out in a drift as a good run, then I did too like that, so I'm satisfied.
Conclusions?
Practice, and everything is connected to working with the throttle. Yes, exactly. That's the secret to every good run. A really nice track, a very difficult track for me. Many got 0 scores, so it wasn't just me. Also, it was a nice day.
So, high five, and I'll see you soon on Sunday. Oh, hey, it's Sunday, 7 o'clock with Pak, and we're off. El Tush. Kultstart Eltush 35, the service is being done, the geometry is set, and I'm just heading to the track. I'm really curious how it rides, because yesterday it looked like an ultra difficult track. And we'll see if I can even connect it all on the first run.
Let's go.
When it comes to translating virtual to real using this track at Silesia Ring as an example, I think it's about 80-90% accurate. And I think it was a really cool, successful training session, thanks to which I was able to go full throttle on the first run. My dear friends, listen, it's awesome. Driving is really fun. Now we're switching from 16s to 17s to check the traction. We'll refuel the car and I'll be back. There were some crashes, some bumping. Overall, it was awesome fun, an awesome track. And here we have the draw at the beginning and we drive in pairs, right away in pairs. There are no qualifications. The first pairs with the second, third with fourth, etc. I asked the judges how it's going and they say, awesome, Lukasz. You and Chipki are the top drivers in practice today. Cool, I'm driving with number 26 Chipki. So for the first pair, I got matched with Greshek Chipki. So you could say that if I make it through, it'll be downhill from there.
There's also double elimination here, so if you're knocked out once, you can still compete and even win in the end.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
Listen, Grzegorz Szybki Chybki, is that how you said it?
Under the kit, that's me.
Are we going for the DMP this year?
I don't know yet, probably not, but I'll be there as a fan.
As a spotter.
Well, at work, yeah.
At work, but listen, really. Team Martin Motwinek, my buddy, your buddy, and Roman to you, and who else? Forrest, right?
That's right, Derek.
Big thanks to Derek Fabisiak for the pair.
I'm so excited to ride with someone like that. My hand is shaking. Look.
We had a little final in the first pair.
Yeah, actually, because I mentioned earlier that the judges told me it was like this. I go up to the judges and they say, you guys were probably the best in training, right?
Then I look at the numbers, right? And damn, man, I think I'm riding with you, right?
Same here. That's how I found out. Mateusz comes up to me and says, you know what? You guys are the best and you have the very first pair right away, right? So, you know, the one who...
But we can still meet today?
We can still meet in the final today, but I've already missed my chance for another pair, Joker. I've already lost the Joker, so I have nothing more to lose. Now I have to win and hope to pay him back. We'll cross paths again and make another cool pair.
Yes, I'm hopeful since there could be a cool vibe here. We'll see.
High five, thanks.
Thanks, Michael.
Look, Sławek Popek is pumping. It doesn't matter because he was second in shot put.
Wait, the bar is crooked and the guy's left.
Yes, there's a chance if you try hard.
Did you lose or did you win?
I had a good lead, but lost after crashing into him and losing my tire. Look at the wheel!
Do you have the rim?
I do. Luckily, I took a spare just in case.
All right, the guys will help you out if needed too.
Great, thank you so much.
Seriously, do you need anything?
For you to get up and fuck.
You're the best at it.
Well, as you can see, the vultures are circling, but the vultures want to help with drifting. So there's still a bit of keep drifting fun left.
Łukasz Stasiemski, congrats.
Łukasz Stasiemski wanted a cap, but we'll get a steering wheel instead.
Wow, listen, unfortunately I lost to the same guy for the second time. I'll say this, I'm satisfied with myself and proud of my lead. I have to support myself, though I'm a bit disappointed I lost. On the chase, I followed his lead. He hit the wall, so I did too. But when I hit it, I straightened out more, right? Kuba Kroll said something I think that he also straightened out. The judges saw it differently. The judges make the decision, so we have to respect that. I generally had a good time. I won a lot of pairs. I managed to win against Reichert. I managed to win against Morawiec, against Chaibki, against Konrad Pluta, who is really amazing on the DTS. He's the runner-up in the overall standings. So the podium was close. It was nice. There's a bit of a feeling of missing out, but the most important thing is that the team did well. I think I did pretty well as a driver too. The driving was pretty good, and above all, it was a lot of fun. We're packing up and heading 550 kilometers home. Thanks for today. Take care. Bye. My dear friends, thanks for making it this far. Put the hashtag TASIEM at the end. Write me something funny, maybe a good joke, and I'll pick 3 people to whom I'll send something interesting. See you in the next video. Ouch!